The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 54.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Hey,
A gain of 16. Free bud. Kill.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, wahoo! Be driven.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let him know.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Skirts by at the 15. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. On second and 1, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go. Turn it in. Check. Watch 54.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Be ready. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Thomas, the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. This is caught. And he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You draw Corkins. Rock it. Let's go. Fire.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Eluding the pressure right field. And he'll be taken down. Quarter of play. Panther football to the first and 10. Here's the first and 10 at the 38.
Check me out.
Shoot.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
It's second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Allen sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
58 for Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Team 6. Get it.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
From the 17, Allen gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You ready?
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah.
Shoot.
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Pick me up, here we go. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yo, kill it, motion me out.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On second down, McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Smooth. Ready.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Gibbs got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, just like that. Just like that.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Zoom, zoom. Right there.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Snap.
McCaffrey on the toss right. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking.
His thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
That's the way.
Get it.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to look to throw with Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
This is McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Bridgewater to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
He don't know no better.
McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
30 base.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious.